And with every crime, our country is being degraded, our country is being divided, our country is being fragmented. It doesn't matter with, after that, if you fly your flag, the Tiranga. Remember, invisible stains of the blood of those innocent victims is on that Tiranga too. Because we kept quiet. We did not stand up for the truth. And just imagine, if when Shahid Bhagat Singh, Chandrasekhar Azad, Subhash Chandra Bose and Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi stood up and called for the Indians to fight for freedom, if the present day generation had been living over there, I don't think even one person would have stood up and said, okay, we are ready to fight with you. And those people would have been called mad people who had nothing better to do. Because people like me today, who have the courage to at least tell the truth, are considered to be mad. Invitations to me get cancelled more than my appearance. When I am invited today, I only believe it when I am standing on the stage, that then I will be allowed to speak. Because they come up with ingenious excuses to cancel my invitation because they are afraid of what I will speak. Because they cannot control my tongue. We are talking about with Modi 3, the debate about unified civil code has been restarted. Why is it that wherever, in all the states where the unified civil code has been applied, changes have only been made to the Muslim personal laws, whereas every community has their own personal laws? If it has to be a uniform civil code, then why are not all the specific personal laws being erased to be replaced by truly secular laws? Nobody is talking about that. It is such a big change that will come if this ruling party in the center is allowed to get away with it. We have forgotten that in a democracy, debate is the most essential procedure for any change to happen. That is why we have houses of representatives, whether it is in the state or in the center. Why is it that all the major changes that this government in the center has implemented in the last 3 terms, 2.5 or 2 and a little bit more term that they have been in power, been passed without parliamentary debates, by minority votes in the parliament, or by ordinance, which are all anti-democratic processes? Why on the streets are we not raising our voices saying we will not allow these kind of undemocratic procedures to be acceptable, and we will reject the law changes to the constitution and new laws that you have brought in without ethical parliamentary processes? We have to now say ethical parliamentary processes because the new parliamentary process that Modi and his combine have brought about is undemocratic and unparliamentary. And we have accepted it without raising a murmur. Indira Gandhi also experimented with authoritarianism. She suspended the constitution and brought in emergency. It was a first step towards autocracy, towards dictatorship. But she understood, because her upbringing was democratic. She realized that it was wrong. She was also made to realize it was wrong. But for somebody who is that powerful at that time, the ego is much more than the sense of right and wrong. We are seeing that today in Delhi, where everything is because of a single man's ego. That everything happens because Modi hai to mumkin hai. Is this democracy? Are we not concerned as citizens of this country? Are we not concerned about how our democracy is being corrupted? It isn't as if there were not other leaders who behaved in an authoritarian manner, but they never ever fiddled with the process of democracy. Today is the first time that we are seeing our democratic processes being corrupted, being made inconsequential. Who should be concerned about this the most? As citizens, we should be concerned, because finally when democracy is corrupted and replaced, we will lose the power and the rights that are enshrined in our constitution. It's not just the parliamentary elections which are fought on the basis of protecting the constitution. Even we will have to fight the assemblies, we will have to fight the governing bodies of cities and villages. Because if they are not strong enough, resistance to autocracy will not happen, and it will become easy for changing of the constitution. In Modi 3, they are now changing the constitution through the back door. By changing laws, changing procedures, changing things independently without saying that it is to be done, so that we can one day discard the constitution because it will become irrelevant for us.